With pride, I wore a small piece of clothes to cover my body. Seems unusual? Hang on with me till the end. I have a story to tell. Factual, not fictional. So it's the story of a small town girl who worked up the nerve to achieve her dreams. We have in our society, there are categorization of the professions. There are certain professions which are categorized as the most respected and certain professions which are not so accepted well. So when someone says he or she is a doctor, lawyer, engineer, the way they are looked upon is so normal. But when I say I'm a certified fitness coach, I'm a bikini athlete, the way, the kind of image they get on that job is, something inferior, something low paid, and which has no value, and definitely not something which a girl should be doing. But don't we believe that we prosper either in our profession or in life by doing things which is of our interest? Education defines most of these professions that we choose. And education is not just about educating yourself to, to be qualified to get a job, but it is graduating with a degree to make the best of choices and decisions in your life ahead. Because profession plays a major role in defining life's happiness, since we spend most of our time at work. At a stage in my career, I was at a situation where I was so confounded. 3 years back, when I was working as a software engineer in an IT company, I wasn't quite sure whether I should be doing that job or not, because it brought me no happiness. I was living on an autopilot mode. Go to work, work there, come back home, eat, sleep, and repeat the same routine over and over and over without any joy. Though I had a decent salary package, I felt like something was missing out. I had no contentment. I did not feel like I was growing as an individual doing the job that I did. I see many of the people in the exact same situation. They continue, they continue doing the job they are doing, even though they complain that they're not happy about it. They're so afraid to take any actions because they're afraid, their claim is they have a lot of responsibilities and they're afraid to remediate. But what we need to understand here is we are responsible for our situation. We are 100% responsible for our situation. Definitely, you can take actions to change the situation you are in right now if it is not in your favor. All it takes is the courage to free yourself. And I didn't want to go through the same pain because living a life deprived of freedom, it creates so much of distress. So I took certain actions in my life to avoid all that trauma. So I went ahead, resigned my job to do something that would interest me. And all I could think of was fitness because I had started my fitness journey when I was in 8th grade. And I had witnessed the changes that it had brought in my life. Fitness, along with making someone physically stronger, it brings a whole package which helps in someone's mental, psychological, and emotional well being. And since most of the people struggle with living a holistic lifestyle, I made it my life mission to help people understand the importance of healthy lifestyle. So after quitting my job, I had to acquire the right skills to be able to guide someone with respect to fitness. So I did my certification and joined a gym as a trainer only to get paid 10K a month. In the initial stages of my new career, I had no clients. All that I did was stand on the gym floor for 8 long hours and sometimes receive the disgusted looks by the people. It's a common human psychology that the moment someone realizes that somebody else's salary is lesser, they kind of don't give you that respect. I'm talking about the situation which I went through last year when I had to financially struggle for few days because I had moved out of my family to stay alone, to focus on the things which is my priority without any distractions. Though my parents initially did not support my choice of becoming a fitness coach, now they kind of understand my journey. Many people, they struggle to choose a path for their journey. They don't know what they should be doing with their life. When I see people struggling in the job they are doing and I ask them to quit and do something else, they're not sure of what else they could do. They don't know who they are, what their skills are, and what they can do about it. They act crippled. Well, we all are lost, clueless, and looking for answers, and that is totally all right. At least we realize that we need to look for some purpose in life. There are plenty of people out there who don't even realize that they have to look for some purpose in their life. It is exactly like a person who has been locked up in the jail and they don't even realize that they have been imprisoned. In that situation, they don't even try to come out of it, which is a hopeless situation. They are missing out on the big opportunity to enjoy their life outside the prison. Because of their mental blockage and incapability to think in the right manner, they are stuck and they are succumbing. So we should always try to find our barriers and try to come out of it to live a life to the fullest. So today is the day you muster all the courage that you have within you to go look for something that you want in your life, rather choosing a path that the society and your family has carved out for you. If you think you don't have the freedom to choose, create your freedom. Why haven't you created that freedom for yourself? Are you thinking that somebody has to give you that freedom? Are you expecting it from your family or friends or society? It is 100% our responsibility to design the life like we wish for. Because nobody else can walk the path for us. We can't blame anyone but ourselves about the things going wrong in our life. Figure out what interests you. It could be art, science, music, dance, or anything that you're good at. If you don't know what you're good at, try different things and figure out where your capabilities lie. Because you will be able to figure out things only if you put yourself in different situations and try different things. If I was fearful, it would have been very hard for me to quit a well-paying job and come to the fitness industry to try something on my own from the scratch. But I believed in myself. I took that leap of faith, and that is the best decision that I've ever made. Because now, life seems much more meaningful. I look forward to each day with so much enthusiasm, and it makes me immensely happy to help my clients reach better health and fitness levels. So set a clear vision for your life. Figure out what you're passionate about. What is your purpose? What's your role in this universe? Why were you brought here? How can you influence yours and others' life? What actions you could take today to reach your goals? Be brave and go ahead in the direction of your goals. And yeah, have the courage to face any kind of difficulties that gets thrown at you. Even if you hit the rock bottom, get back up and keep moving. Even I kept moving, undeterred, to pursue more and more, and along the way, I happened to participate in a bodybuilding championship. Yes, I'm called a bikini athlete. So most of the people may not be aware of what is it all about being a bikini athlete, right? To touch upon it, it's a women bodybuilding championship where a woman is expected to wear a bikini and walk the ramp, showcasing her hard work that she put into building and transforming her body. This is one of the bravest thing that I have done in my life because when I moved to Bangalore 9 years back, I was a pretty shy girl because coming from a small town, I wasn't even comfortable enough to talk to the folks of this metropolitan city. And since I had studied in Kannada medium, I lacked my communication skills. I struggled to make friends, learn new skills, and had no self esteem. But I started working on myself. I made sure that I learned English, improved my social skills, appearance, and many such things that I felt I lacked. I constantly put effort to become the best version of myself. And if that day I was not brave enough to face the situation and did not take any actions to work on myself, I wouldn't be standing here giving this speech. In fact, when they asked me to give a speech at TEDx, the first question that popped up in my mind was, is my English good enough to give a speech? But I said yes, because I'm the kind of person who slams at the door of the opportunities. See, if we wait till we are ready, we will wait forever. So grab the opportunities then and there, and along the way, you will be able to learn things. So these are the petty challenges that you need to face with little audaciousness. Bravery is not just jumping from a moving train or holding a snake or something like that. What is also bravery is doing trivial things like sticking to your goals, no matter what opinion others have. You might be thinking why someone has to be so brave to stick to their goals, right? Believe me, it's a lot of pressure to handle when you're thinking outside the box and would want to do something different than everybody else is doing. You would be emotionally, psychologically so distressed, and definitely a weaker heart cannot handle this. I personally have seen my friend who committed suicide who failed to deal with the circumstances. And of course, you can all imagine like how my condition would have been if when my parents were like crying in front of me and like everybody around me was telling whatever that you're doing is wrong, right? So, hailing from a conservative family, definitely choosing to compete as a bikini athlete was the major step that I could take. But I was so afraid, thinking how my family would react. Will this society be so judgmental towards me? Will my friends disown me? So on, so forth. All these thoughts made me more skeptical and question myself whether I should be taking this biggest step, risking everything. But given how I function, I anyways took that bold step. Because going ahead in my life, I didn't want to have any regrets thinking, oh, I should have done that in my life. If at all done that, my life would have been different, something better. So these are the kind of regrets which haunt you a lot. When the death is nearing, and when you look back at your life and think of the things that you did and the things that you did not do, make sure that you don't have such painful remorse. So, be courageous to achieve that freedom of life because only courage gives you that freedom to live your life without any boundaries or any restrictions. And it's a beautiful feeling to spread out your wings and rejoice your life without having to worry about the consequences. And when you actually choose to live a life full of freedom, you don't really care for others' opinion. See, we are never responsible for people's emotions towards our actions in life. Whether they want to feel happy, jealous, or hatred, it is totally their choice. That's okay if they don't understand us and our purpose in life. Because people can understand only from their level of thinking. And definitely we can't expect everyone to have great level of thinking, isn't it? Now for a minute, you could imagine how courageous it was for me to fight against all such people and involve myself into some sport which is mostly male dominated. And I would like to mention that I was placed first in that competition. The victory was mine. After a few days, I was interviewed by a news channel and my article was over a newspaper. So all these things made me happy. And these things happened because I was courageous enough to value my dreams, rather brooding about what other people's perception on me could be. So have the willingness to get the things done despite the risks involved. Go beyond the accepted norms and go all out to create value for your dreams. And last but not the least, fear exists only in your mind, not in reality. So, I hope you all walk away having had something change within you which makes you behave differently in life. If my story has inspired you to get out of that couch you're slouching on and take some actions to do something constructive in life, my speech would be worthwhile. Thank you so much. And I would like to take this moment to thank my parents and also to ask sorry because of my journey, they had to face all such criticism and they're still supporting me. Thank you.